Hustle Report with Jason Malone, presented by Clicks Media.
Now here's your host.
Today I want to talk about the importance of being persistent. So regardless of where you are in your journey or what it is that you're hoping to achieve, one of the most important things to remember as you carry on your journey is that persistence is the key to resistance. Now, regardless of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, that moment that you set your mind to trying to achieve something, it's almost inevitable that you will be met with resistance and hurdles along your journey to achieve or to accomplish what you hope to achieve. And it's funny how this happens. It's almost as if life has a way of checking how bad you want to accomplish something. The moment you set your mind to wanting to achieve something or wanting to do something, life has a way of kind of doing a gut check to really see how bad you want it. How hard are you willing to work? How hard are you willing to push to try to get to where it is that you're trying to go? You know, it's almost like a mechanism to weed out the weak. So in knowing that and understanding that, just kind of own the idea that whatever hurdle it is that you're up against or whatever resistance that is almost seems like it's trying to hold you back, it's all part of the process of you developing the strength and the fortitude to push through regardless of the circumstance to reach your goal. And, I'll give my own personal anecdote. So, I was working a job, had a good corporate cushy job. I was making well into six figures. And, by the standards of most people, I was successful, right? You look at my salary, you look at, the things I was able to purchase, the fact that I could travel, things look great. But it's not what I wanted, right? I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to be on a path towards financial freedom, and I wanted autonomy in what I was doing. And I wanted to feel like I was living a life of purpose, working on things that I was happy to work on every single day, such that my work didn't feel like work. It was just kind of doing what I love to do. So literally the moment I set my mind to that and I stepped out on faith, that's when things got really hard. It is crazy because up until that point, things were all good as far as like the resistance that was around me. It was almost like I was set up for it, right? Things were going great. Bank account was looking nice. And every flaming arrow that you could think of came out of the woodworks the moment I decided to step out on my own. And so that resistance that I experienced as I look back on that, the fact that I continued to push through and, relied on my faith and the fact that I had the vision and held strong, held steadfast to that vision, allowed for me to push through and remain persistent, even though I was experiencing significant amount of resistance. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, while I was going through that crazy period, I wasn't fully tuned in as to what was happening, right? Fortunately, I had a mentor that, spoke that to me. And that was his statement. This is something that I got from him. And he told me, he said, you know what? Your persistence is the key to the resistance that you're experiencing. And fundamentally, that just kind of changed my perspective around every hardship that I went through thereafter, right? I almost kind of took it as like I was looking for it as a badge of honor, because now I know that those elements, those things that at times get difficult, are all part of the process to make me stronger to achieve what I actually want to achieve, right? It's almost as if life, as you're pushing towards a goal, life has a way of training you to actually step into the success that is ahead of you. If it was given to you right away, you probably wouldn't be able to handle it. You wouldn't be prepared for it. But that resistance that you experience gives you tools, gives you the lessons you learn from those, arms you with the ability to really step into your success and own your success and maintain that success and not allow for it to just slip through your fingers because you weren't ready to handle all that is coming to you. With more success comes a lot more responsibility, and you need to be prepared to handle that responsibility. And it's almost as if the resistance that you experience in life is part of that training period, right? So if you think about being an athlete, if you're training for a sport, you probably have to do some type of resistance training, some type of weightlifting, basically things that are difficult for you to prepare you for the competition or the match, right? And so that resistance or that training period, that difficulty that you experience is only making you better for when it matters. When you're in the competition, you're prepared and you can perform at a high level. Well, using that as a parallel, right? That resistance that you're experiencing as you're going through whatever that may be, right? It might be financial issues. You might have relational issues, things that are just making it difficult for you to move in the direction that you're trying to go. But the tools that you gain from those experiences, as long as you look at those as life lessons and you learn from those lessons, will prepare you when you get to that point and you are able to truly step into your success and own your success because you're prepared for it. And so once you get to that point in your understanding, you're able to operate with an attitude of gratitude and maintain that attitude of gratitude, maintain that positivity, maintain that positive mindset as you go through these things, because you know that it's all part of the process. And it's the deterrents are just what it is. It's life really testing how bad do you want it. But as long as you maintain that faith and you stay persistent because you're holding steadfast to that vision, because you see what it is that you want to accomplish, and you hold on to those things with a positive mindset, you will achieve them. So just stay persistent, keep going, keep pushing. We all are going through things. And so, life is a long-term race, right? You just don't reach a finish line. And so knowing that and understanding that, just keep running. Regardless of how hard it's getting, just keep running. Because in that process of you running and all that you're dealing with, you'll get better. You'll learn things. You'll meet some great people along the way. And then once the tide finally turns for you and things get a little bit easier, you'll be prepared for all the extra responsibility that comes with the success that you've earned. And one of the things that helped me and continues to help me in my journey is that, just find other people that are pursuing similar things to you, that are like-minded. Because during those periods of time when it does get difficult, as it most certainly will, you'll have people in your corner to encourage you, to hold you up, to bounce ideas off of, to make sure you're not going crazy, right? That support system is extremely important, especially as an entrepreneur. It's extremely important because a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we're operating in silos and we feel like we're, climbing that mountain by ourselves, and it could get extremely lonely. So, find that mastermind group, that support group, people that you could plug in with so that you can know and realize and understand that there are people on a journey similar to yours. And just the idea of that and sharing those stories and, the different things that you're going through will give you the encouragement to help you continue to push forward, because you'll realize that you're not alone. Even though it might feel like that, you're not alone, right? So find your support system, because that will help you to maintain your persistence. You won't get, overwhelmed by the certain situations that you might be dealing with. You might get perspective as you share some of your struggles. Certain people have traveled a path, and just by them sharing their story, it could give you insight as it relates to what you're dealing with. So find that support system as you are dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with, and continue to move forward. All right. Persistence is the key to overcoming the resistance. This episode was brought to you by Clicks Media, where we're focused on giving you the tools and information that you need so that you can start and scale your online business. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful for you. We appreciate you for tuning in and listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.